Yo, yo. Yeah, Arman, PC will always be king, okay?
Yeah, no, it is. I don't know why I keep thinking about consoles. Well, consoles are fun just because
No.
I have sentimental. I'm talking here. I'm talking here, bro. I'm talking here, bro. uh,
Go on, talk, goddammit.
God, interrupting my fucking thought. Um, fucking.
Fucking...
I have something sentimental for like Battlefield and Ace Combat and let's see, FIFA's getting really fucking fun. Uh,
No, that's where you're wrong.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on myself because, well, actually no, that doesn't make sense. I'm just gonna.
The sports games suck, alright?
Yeah,
I don't even really consider them games, okay? No, but at the end of the day, I couldn't believe... I know we've talked about this before. I've said this before on the podcast, but I couldn't believe the experience we had when I went home over the summer, this last summer. We went over to that guy's house, the guy's new apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't have Wi-Fi hooked up. And so even though he has a PlayStation 17 or whatever the most recent one is, and even though he has an Xbox One, we couldn't play a single game because he didn't have connection to the internet. And so because he couldn't prove that it's him, the owner, playing the games, it wouldn't let him play anything. Or there was updates required or whatever. And so we couldn't play a single game. And we ended up having to watch Lord of the Rings. That one experience there made me realize you could never, ever go back to console.
You cut off a little bit.
Sorry, I was saying that one experience makes me realize I can never go back to console. Ever. Ever again. That's unforgivable.
But you do know you can still play the game without internet connection, right?
No, we couldn't.
No, you couldn't update it.
There were other games that were updated, but they wouldn't let us play without connection. We tried to play Diablo. It didn't work. We tried to play... I can't remember what the other one... I think it was a racing game that needed an update. We tried to play one of the Call of Duties. That needed the internet. We tried to play... I don't know. I can't remember all the games. We tried half a dozen games. We tried both consoles. Nothing worked.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's a necessity to have. If you're gonna buy something so fucking first world as a PlayStation 4, then you're gonna have to fucking have everything, all the accoutrement for it.
Well, it's infuriating that you have to, because the only reason you have to have an internet connection is to prove that you're the person who bought the thing, that you're the one that paid for it. So that you can't just buy a PlayStation 4, download all these games, and then sell the PlayStation 4 to somebody.
Okay, fine.
That's the reason they do that.
Yeah, we've talked about that in the podcast.
Because that's what they do here in China. You can go buy a PlayStation or a 3 or Xbox 360 at like a underground market because consoles have been illegal for so long. Pretty much for most of modern Chinese history, they've been illegal. I think they legalized them recently, but it didn't make any difference because they've been sold underground for so long. But you can buy one and it has like a 1 terabyte hard drive with 100 games on it, and the games didn't cost those people anything because they just downloaded them for free. However, though, I think that if I'm somebody who buys the console and buys all the games, I have the right to play my games, even if playing them offline poses a what's the word, like a theft threat to the company.
So you're a rebel.
No, I think that when you pay money for something, it's yours. That game is mine. I should be allowed to play it anytime, anywhere, no matter what. I should never have to have an internet connection or log into some fucking account. I should be able to play it no matter what. And if that makes it so that some people can pirate games and sell them to other people, third parties, without Microsoft making money, fuck Microsoft. I paid for the game. Let me play.
Yeah.
Pardon me. So that one experience turned me off of consoles forever. Fuck that.
All right. Well, let's talk about PC then. Are you gonna buy any new PC games?
Yeah, I just got Colony Survival 3 weeks ago, just right before I went for left for France. Colony Survival is a early access game, and it's voxel graphics, basically Minecraft. But the only reason I've told this to people all the time, I think a lot of people who know me think that I hate Minecraft. I don't have anything against Minecraft. The reason I don't play Minecraft is because it's one of the games that requires an enormous amount of time investment. However, I don't think that my time is worth investing into Minecraft because there's nothing for me to do with my creations. You can spend 100 hours building the most epic castle you can imagine in Minecraft, but there's nothing for you to do with that castle. And so Colony Survival sort of fixes that, where it's a civilization constructing game where you have to build and hire colonists, and they have to create food and do mining for you and do your defenses, and they have to refine the resources you have to climb up the tech tree and things like this. But it's within within a procedurally generated world, just like Minecraft, and it's all these blocky animations. And so what Colony Survival does for me is it gives me the Minecraft experience, but allows me to actually use my creations. So right now I'm playing a Colony Survival game where I have my colonists, and by the way, there's automation in Colony Survival, something that I don't think Minecraft has. And so I can have my colonists deconstruct and construct for me. So right now I have like 200 colonists carving out the side of a mountain because I'm building the entrance to my epic kingdom. And I think they actually just finished carving this gigantic hallway that goes all the way back. So like when you look at the mountain, there's a big door in the side of the mountain, and this hallway goes all the way into the middle of the mountain. And I'm going to have a vertical cylinder cut that goes all the way up to the top of the mountains, the peak. And there's like a chain of mountains that gradually get bigger. And so I'll have the zombies, because every night and during the day, if you set it, zombies attack. And they get stronger and stronger, and they multiply with when you have more colonists. And the game is made to support modding. And so you can download mods to have more difficult zombies or have more zombies or whatever. And then, of course, you can set your colonists to be guards, which means that they'll stand at a post either during the day or during the night, which means if you have zombies attacking at day and night, you need twice as many guards, because everybody in your colony works in shifts. So you either work during the day or night or at night.
Sounds pretty cool.
God. You run out of breath so quickly when you're sick, when you have a lung infection.
Yeah.
Anyway. And there's different technologies, of course, blah, blah, blah. So I've been playing that game right now, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm not making any videos for it. Maybe when I'm done building, I'll make like one tour video. Tour the mountain fortress. But yeah. That's the last game.
Sounds like a cool game.
Yeah.
Sounds like a cool game, dude.
It was like $10, I don't mind buying early access games as long as it's a good game, as long as it's a game that you can really tell the developers put a lot of effort into. But most early access games just turn into a cash grab.
How'd you find the game? How'd you find out about the game?
I found out about it through a YouTuber called Exterminator, and I follow him for Factorio content. So he's one of my favorite Factorio content creators, as well as Nilos and Catherine of Sky. It wouldn't be right for me to say Exterminator's name and not say Nilos and Catherine of Sky. I think Catherine of Sky probably makes the most impressive bases. Nilos is probably the best teacher. He taught me most of what I know about Factorio. And then Exterminator does a lot of really interesting gameplay stuff, and he tries a lot of different gameplay modes, and he does mod breakdowns, and he does this thing called Factorio Friday Facts, which is every Friday the developers of Factorio release a forum post, which is basically an update of what they're doing for the game. And every Friday, Exterminator goes through the forum post with another YouTuber. And so it's really interesting when you watch a YouTuber go from obscurity to making enough money to do their YouTube full time. And I watched Exterminator go through that process. And at some point during that process, he's attempting to branch out to other games other than Factorio. And so Colony of Survival is one of the games that he highlighted in his YouTube channel. And he said, I'm excited about this upcoming game, and when it's released, I'm probably going to do some videos on it, blah, blah, blah. And once he said that, I went over to Steam and I started following the game.
Nice.
So yeah. That's probably...
I kind of wanted to check.
Sorry, go on.
No, nothing. I was just saying I wanted to check what's on the Steam store right now.
Steam is weird because, it's almost like there's too much.
Yeah. And with everything too much, World at War is still $20.99.
World at War. So I'm looking at everything in renminbi. Everything's cheaper. But that's going to change when I come back to America, unfortunately. Euro Truck Simulator. Drive a truck across Europe. It's a great game. This is the thing about gaming. You can't judge other people for what games they play. Unless you play sports games like FIFA, then you're a piece of shit.
Fuck you.
You're not a real gamer, man. Some bullshit. If you're not careful, you could just spend your entire life playing games, and you would never even scratch the surface.
Yeah,
it's infinity right now, and that's why these AAA game studios need to pull their head out of their ass. I mean, I'm looking at Steam right now. I'm looking at a whole category of games that are less than $5. You could spend your whole life playing these less than $5 games and enjoy every moment of it as long as you pick well. There's really no reason for me to go spend $100 on Call of Duty. And so this is why it shocks me that they can't get their shit together and recognize what extraordinary competition they're up against. There is no reason for a PC user to give these AAA studios the time of day. Because I have Steam, I have Good Old Games, I have Humble Bundle. There's no reason.
What's Humble Bundle?
I know I struggle to say it. Humble Bundle. It's another game platform. Humble Bumble. Bumble Trumble. There's a lot of games I want that I just avoided buying because I know that I can't afford another time sink, like City Skylines, for example.
Okay.
So City Skylines is a game I want, and there's two reasons I won't buy it. Number one, because I can tell I'm going to spend hundreds of hours in it, and I just can't afford another time sink like that. Number two, and this is a more important reason, because I don't value my time that much. Number two is because the developer of this game is infamous for doing this. They'll release a game that's good, it's playable, and then they will release an enormous amount of DLC. They'll release dozens of DLC packs. And what you start to realize after a year or two the game has been out, you realize, oh, this is what they meant the game to be. And then they sliced 50% of it off and turned it into 20 or 30 DLC packs. And so if you want to buy the game, it's 88 RMB right now, which is like $15.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to buy all the DLC, it's like $100. Yeah, City Skylines Collection, okay. 474 RMB. That's like $60, $60, $70. So I think that's really underhanded.
Okay.
I really don't appreciate
You're still getting
that.
a deal.
No, wait, what do you mean you're getting a deal? How?
No, I didn't do the math yet, but um, I was asking if you're getting a deal or not, but
No, you're
no,
not.
it's not.
The point I'm making is they release a game that they know people will like, but it's a relatively shallow experience, and then they release DLC content,
DLCs.
which
Yeah.
the total cost of the DLCs is many times more than the cost of the original game that the person bought, and the game is very hollow without those DLCs.
Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, man. As far as
It's just greed.
like,
It's just greed. They just want to make more money. They'll make more doing that.
yeah.
Because if they release the whole game all together for $75, very few people will buy it. But if they release the game at $15 and it's only 20% of the game, then people will go through the DLCs and they'll slowly start buying them. They'll say, okay, well, I want the natural disaster DLC. Okay, I want the shipping DLC. Okay, I want the airport DLC. Okay, I want this DLC. I want that DLC. And eventually you've spent $75 on the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and especially when there's studios out there releasing things like The Witcher for $30, it's just complete greed that they think that it's greed and arrogance that they think that their game is worth $75.
It's worth some. Damn. Yeah. I've. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's a DLC. It's anything pay to play or anything like DLC wise. It's like always feels like. Do you want to feel obligated to buy the DLC to actually have fun?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let me add something because I bought fucking Ace Combat 7 and I don't know if you remember how excited I was to play it.
Worst game ever made. No, yeah, I remember.
It's a DLC package. Freaking there was a previous game, Ace Combat Infinity. It was free to play for PlayStation 3. It had everything. It had online, single player, and like all the DLCs combined, right?
Yeah.
This Ace Combat that I bought only has campaign and multiplayer with no DLCs. None of the fun parts.
Oh man, that's so rough. Is it moddable?
No, it's not. It's
God
for
damn it.
PlayStation 4.
You know, I'm getting to the point now. That's something else that the PC just dominates over consoles. I can download mods.
Yeah.
And it's almost like modding alone is enough reason to buy a game at this point. You can, like, if City Skylines was moddable and the mods were free, I could see myself buying the base version for $15 and then just playing mods. Again, that's where you get these insane games like Factorio, where I still only ever paid $20 for Factorio. I've played nearly 900 hours of it, and I've got like 60 mods, and I'm running like 40 of them at any given point. And I could, if I wanted to, I could create a whole new game in Factorio based on the mods that I'm using. I could radically alter the game. And so it's just nuts. You know. What about RimWorld?
RimWorld?
Yeah.
I never heard of that.
Oh,
Is
come
that
on.
Steam?
Yeah, it's one of the most popular games like currently. Extremely popular. It was you know, swept the world kind of thing.
Like Fortnite?
No, fuck off. But no,
RimWorld.
Wait, do you mean in terms of the game type or the popularity?
Popularity.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, it is like Fortnite in the survival strategy genre.
Well, there's like tons of. There's like tons of games. I'm searching on free games right now. There's Ring of Elysium, fucking Realm Royal.
No,
They're all like
What? You should just find Rim World. One word. RIMWORLD.
No, I'm saying there's tons of those games. It's not new.
No, but I don't think
Never
you're.
mind.
Yeah, I don't think you're getting what I'm saying. This one game is really, really, really highly rated.
Rim World?
Yes. Oh shit! Sorry about that, everybody. I just. Anyway, fuck. Just search the word Rim World. Fuck. It's so difficult.
I found it.
Yeah, there you go. You see it? You've probably seen this before on YouTube, right?
I've never seen this.
You're crazy. It's everywhere.
Overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah, exactly.
Reviews.
Overwhelmingly positive.
What do you do? Sci-fi colony, sim-driven,
Yeah.
intelligent AI.
You have to make a call. You basically have to make a colony on an alien planet, and there's an AI that tells a story, and there's all sorts of crazy shit that can happen. And it basically scales infinitely. This is one of those games. It's another game where it's only 100 RMB, which is like $15, $17. I'm sure it's worth it. I'm sure I'll spend hundreds of hours playing it, and that's why I don't want it.
Yeah. Same.
I'm sure one day I'll get it. I'm sure one day I'll buy it. But as of right now, I just don't have the time to justify getting it. I'm working my way through my list of games I have to play. And so one day I'll start running out of games, and I'll download RimWorld.
It's interesting. It's the graphics are crazy simple.
Yeah. The colonists are basically just like a square running around.
1 million copies sold. Really?
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
Too busy playing. I'll write a review later. I'm watching the little video about it. I'm glad they made something interesting and like unique, and it's getting huge positive. Like this is a game I would love, and I would have loved playing this in high school.
Well, why don't you download it now and play it?
Kind of done playing like games like these. I'd probably like too much to do, and like you said, too much to do. I'd just spend hours playing it.
Yeah, you're so busy, Arman.
No, I'm not busy. It's just it'd be like a time sink.
It would be a massive time sink.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna say like I've come to play games for like the small, simple necessity of like quick satisfaction for the game. Like, oh, I can just jump in and play for a second or two and then go along with my day.
I agree.
Type stuff.
Especially now that I'm making these YouTube videos, I want that more and more now.
Yeah.
That's why I play GTA. I haven't done one single mission in the game. I just go on and I just steal a car and I drive around until I crash and die and I exit out of the game. And it's cathartic.
Mm-hmm. FIFA, I play a game and I'm done with it. Freaking Battlefield, I just play like a 30-minute online battle and I'm good.
Yeah. How's Battlefield? Is that pretty good?
Yeah. It's there's a little bit of a learning curve, and with the learning curve it kind of Battlefield 1 kind of sucks. It's an old school one.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it takes forever to unlock the other guns, but it's kind of simple, but It's not that bad. I'm not gonna down it. It's okay.
Hey, you know what's the best game ever?
Which one?
Battle for Azeroth.
Battle for Azeroth. Why? Why do you say that?
Just being sarcastic. Game sucks.
Oh. Yeesh. Freaking.
I don't think we need to have another conversation about Classic, but
I was going to be like,
yeah, but
we've talked.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say about it already.
Yeah.
Hey man, it could be good, could be bad. We'll see. Anything could happen.
I'm excited to play Classic. Actually,
I am too.
That's gonna be fun. I think stick with what's the saying? Know where your bread is buttered or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think Blizzard knows where their bread is buttered anymore, though.
Yeah, they're coming out with a mobile game, but for Diablo. But
yep, they sure
I
are.
I thought they were coming out with something else, but
they got destroyed in the reviews for that.
Really?
Yeah. For Diablo.
It's a brand new Diablo, or is it Diablo 3?
No, it's Diablo 4 for mobile only.
Wow.
I know.
It's like
they couldn't be it's like they couldn't be more out of touch.
Right? Yeah, I was going to say that, something like that. They put so much effort into like finding like a niche audience, like mobile, that's blowing up right now, and well, it's always blowing up, but like it's been pretty good in the past couple of years, but they kind of fell behind. They're pretty out of touch, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
Mobile, that's crazy.
It's such a shame, man. It's such a shame. I want you to look up after this podcast on YouTube the BlizzCon release, like where they, like the world trailer release, whatever, for it. Man,
for Diablo.
Yeah, people booed so hard, and then the fucking assholes on stage were like, "Well, it's a mobile game. Everyone loves mobile games," and everyone's like, "Boo! Fuck you!" And they're like, "What? You guys don't have cell phones?" And everyone just boos so much harder. You fucking condescending sons of bitches.
That's what they said. You don't have cell phones?
Yeah, exactly. And Blizzard, because they're shiesty. So you want to hear some really sketchy shit. So if you want proof of this, anybody, you can go to Young Yeah, because he's the guy that I follow for this content. So I'm sourcing the information from Young Yeah. It's a YouTube channel. Pardon me. So Bethesda, I keep saying Bethesda, Blizzard put up the Diablo trailer on YouTube, and it almost got to the point of being the most downloaded video of all time. It had like 3 or 4 million downvotes, thumbs down, and it had like I don't know, 100,000 or 200,000 thumbs up. And so what did Blizzard do? They delete the video and then they re-upload it. That way it resets the counter.
Mm-hmm.
But then it still got millions of downvotes because people immediately just spread the word that it was deleted. And so everyone who downvoted it went back to the video and downvoted it again. And then there's screenshot evidence, so who knows if this is true or not, that Blizzard is somehow working with YouTube to have downvotes deleted. And so people were downvoting the video and then going back to the video later on, and their downvote had been taken away, and they would have to downvote it again. And people with screenshots were able to show that hundreds of thousands of thumbs downs were disappearing off of the video. So
that is pretty sketchy.
Some real backdoor, underhanded, fucking shiesty shit.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That's some conspiracy worthy shit.
Dude, it's just so hard to have faith anymore in these AAA companies, and it's really disappointing. Really disappointing. Even more so. Yeah, I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but it's disappointing.
Well, nothing like a huge company doing whatever they want and nobody to stop them.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, let's call this one.
Yeah.
Now that we've torn everyone's dreams to shreds, the AAA studios don't care about you. Come to the realization.
And come to our channel instead.
Exactly. We care about you. We love you. All right.
We love you guys.
I will comment to all. I will reply to all one of our comments. Okay. That one comment that Arman leaves under a different channel name.
Yep.
Arman and Brian, I love this guys.
How'd you find out?
A friend told me. His name's Brian.
Damn it.
Anyway, thank you all for listening. All of the hundreds of millions of people listening to this podcast. Thank you. Yeah, we wouldn't. It wouldn't be possible without your support.
Nope.
Anyway,
thank you guys.
Yeah. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.